In today's video, we're going to cover drive-bys. A drive-by is when a solo player is driving a vehicle, quickly switches seats, and shoots at enemies while the car keeps moving. The reason drive-bys are so strong in PUBG is that the car is moving while the opponent is usually standing still. This means the opponent has to lead their shots to hit the player in the vehicle, which is way harder than shooting at a static target. At the same time, the player doing the drive-by can simply aim directly at the enemy, making it easier for them to land accurate shots while passing by. Recoil is increased while shooting from cars. However, it is still fairly easy to control your guns, especially with guns like SMGs or fully equipped 5.56 weapons like the M416 and the AUG. Having the right keybind is critical for smoother seat switching. To each their preferences, however for me, the following made it fairly easy for me to do drive-bys. I keep the original keybinds as is, and I add the following to the extras. W is the driving button, and that's why it should always be seat 1. E is the most natural passenger seat button. Q is closer to W, which means it's the seat behind the driver's seat, and C is behind the passenger seat. Looking at your keyboard's layout, if it's QWERTY, you will understand why it is a natural setup. One common question is how to keep the car rolling. You have two options. 1. Switch seats while holding the driving key, which is W. 2. Switch seats after turning off the engine using the button Z. When done incorrectly, the car can end up going into a full stop, and or you could lose control on the direction of the vehicle, which can allow your opponent's teammates to knock you while the car is starting up. Not all your drive-bys will work, mainly because the terrain in PUBG is very challenging. So be careful when doing drive-bys, otherwise you can have very bad ones or even die while doing them. When playing with teammates, try to communicate clearly your role in the car, otherwise you can end up shooting each other. Make sure to set up a seating strategy with the teammate, that way your duo drive-bys can be more successful. The question is now, how can I get better at drive-bys? Practice makes perfect. Start by doing them in the training mode, until you have the confidence to do them in your actual games. I would play the 3 casual games every day, and try to drive by all the bots along the way. Keep in mind that it isn't the easiest thing to do, and many drive-bys will look ugly as hell. Many believe that drive-bys are impossible to counter, and that is not true at all. Many options work against drive-bys. First, shooting back. Instead of running or standing helplessly, shoot back. 2. Shoot at the car's tires. It will put the opponent in a way worse situation than anticipated. What an idiot, what were you trying to do, bro? Nice. 3. Going prone and shooting back. On some terrain, aiming down gets blocked, giving you all the advantage to shoot back without being damaged at all. If you're about to do drive-bys in solos, pick your opponents carefully. Focus on helpless people in the first stage to get used to it. By that, I mean focus on people in the open with no cover. Do not attempt drive-bys in weapons like an M249 or barrel, especially if they do not have attachments. They are way harder than other weapons. Oh my god, it works! That's all I do, by the way. When playing duos or squads, always communicate who needs to shoot, otherwise you will kill your teammates. Do not attempt drive-bys with a damaged car or broken tires. You are already in a shitty situation. And finally, and the most important tip for the day, is to make sure you use the right window. The one that will cover you the most while allowing you to shoot. Unfortunately, in some cases, the only window you can shoot from is your least advantageous one. With practice, you will use the right window every single time. I hope you liked this video and see you in the next one.